This is very important because it comes at a very important time. The ISA 222 global message system, which is backed by central banks all over the world, is about to go live using XRP. This video is very important because of this. If you want the chance to make millions of dollars in the next 60 days because XRP is going through the roof and over $650 trillion is being added to the XRP system, now is your chance. And all of this is real, proven, and promised. On November 17th, an important announcement will be made about the XRP ledger and the real token in particular. This will have a direct effect on the price of XRP because every time someone tries to buy a real token, which is worth $650 trillion, they will have to buy XRP first. This will cause a huge supply shock for XRP and send the price up to over $317. Once more, this is the lowest price per XRP. But think about the price of the real token. This is the token that is meant to get all that money right away, and its supply is much lower than that of the XRP ledger and XRP itself, only 22 million based on supply, with a maximum supply of 1 billion. Imagine how much a real token is worth. Right now, one real token is worth 30 cents, but it could go up to thousands of dollars very quickly. This could happen as soon as next week. Take a look at the maps. This is what you would expect to see. A huge spike happening right away, which Mr. Poole confirmed. Of course, we all know that insiders are about to start buying a lot of XRP, and more specifically the real token, which is based on the XRP system. It's not being talked about, but you need to know why. The price would go through the roof if they talked about it, so they wouldn't be able to buy real token cheaply. The project is a 2D1 that was built on the XRP ledger and uses real-world assets to solve a problem worth many trillions of dollars. It also has a very low amount. It's also not even on the exchange yet, and there isn't a big marketing push for it yet. It's also only been around for 2 or 3 months, so it's still very early. You can compare it to Bitcoin, which started at $1 and then went through the roof to $120,000, or Solana, which started at a hundredth of a penny and then went through the roof to at least $600 to $700, and it could go even higher now. In the big picture, the XRP bull run is just getting started. What will really start it is a huge amount of money being put into a project on the XRP system, and this looks like it is it. The real token on the XRP ledger is about to get added, which will cause a massive supply shock for XRP. This will send the price of XRP through the roof, possibly reaching $300,000. It will then have another huge supply shock and go into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Also, real tokens are only worth 3 cents, but let's return to XRP for a moment. We can see for sure, and there's already a small amount of money going into the real token. Check out what's going on with the XRP price. It's actually getting stronger after falling, and in fact, it's now getting stronger. It's very bullish because we can already see the effects of the consolidation. Money is moving into the real token. It's clear that there will be a huge supply shock very, very, very soon. Guys, think about how much XRP would be worth. If you buy XRP for $300, you are making about 300 times your money. But we also got to look at the real token, which is another huge project that will move all that money. Actually, Donald Trump said that the US economy would get $20 trillion by the end of this year. You may not have heard these words. And that would be great for cryptocurrencies, especially American cryptocurrencies like XRP, which is written as XRP in the XRP record. Guys, this is the clearest thing I can give you. It's true that the US government is actually putting trillions of dollars into XRP in the XRP ledger. In this case, real token is made on the XRP ledger. Imagine that RealFi is adding another $600 trillion to the XRP ledger through a real token. Another group is the US government, which is said to be putting $20 trillion into XRP ledger notes. Think about how much a real ticket would be worth since there were so few of them. You need to know that the wealth that will last generations will not only be made through XRP, but probably a lot faster through XRP ledger tokens as well. This is the real coin, and the thing that will literally make generations rich. Hey guys, I think this is going to make us all rich. We're still going with the dollar cost average, so I bought a nice bag of this. It was announced that they'll be putting out a huge album on November 17th, which is very soon. Let's take a look at this, guys. This is going to get a lot of family wealth. Imagine a market worth $650 trillion with very little supply. It's only been 3 months since this project began. Actually, it's not that big of a deal when you think about it. It's very easy to support and hard to break. That is, we are just at a level of pushback. I think that if we break through this resistance level at 0.015, or if we just cross over to this side, we would truly go through the roof and reach hundreds of dollars per real token. There's no money involved with me at all. It also sounds crazy, but it's because there's a level of pushback, and then all this money will be poured into it very quickly at the same time. That's why you're going to cross the line. There will be a clear way, and it will just straight up soar. Again, it's very easy to soar because there isn't much supply. It's hard to sell something when there isn't a lot of it available. People, even institutions, need a lot of it. So it's clear that at that level, it's very strong. Plus, you can only think what's on centralized exchanges, right? It will get a lot of institutional money if it gets listed on centralized exchanges, because every project that's listed on centralized exchanges that solves a real world problem, that is a problem worth trillions of dollars, has at least a couple hundred billion or 100 billion rubles in market value. Real coin isn't even close. Imagine a real token with a market cap of $100 billion. You should know that this would mean that the price of this token would have to be in the thousands of dollars. So if you really understand that a huge amount of money will be moved into the real token, you need to know that the price will have to reflect that huge change in value. In the end, the price will go up a lot faster than you think and a lot more than you ever thought possible. Once more, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it could happen right away. I mean, if this news on November 17th is a listing, we'll get rich quick. Anyone with real tokens will make 100, 200, or 300x at least at first. And then it's a whole different ball game once it's listed on centralized markets. I bought a nice bag. That being said, just think that someone puts in $10,000 or $20,000 worth of real tokens all at once. The price is going to go through the roof right now, and then it will really go through the roof